Alright, Fern, alright, chill, chill. I'm here with the stream. Hello everyone, anyone who's watching right now, and welcome to AF3 Round 2 here at Dubai Autodrome. So yeah, second round of our AF3 season, and before we get into all this, before we get into this session right here, I will update you all on the current championship standings, if they are available. Yes, so the points tally is, as it stands right now, we have Jens Batesma with 41 points, ahead of Jack Olivier with 34 points, then Ali Yardimcher with 30 points, Nemanja Popovic with 28, Joe with 22, Togwa, Potobo and Pinker Quinn tied both on 20, and the rest of the field all following. However, I do believe what we're going to have here is a practice start that's not going to work out because it is the end of the session. Let me get the chat box up as well, if I can find that. Where's the chat box? There you go. Chat box will be down here for you guys today. Did the ping work? Bruh. But yes, out here on what is quite an awesome circuit, to be completely honest. One of my favorites in the, Middle East. It's got some very good. Whoa, never mind. Stay on the track. Whoa, this track does not like F7. Either way. Oh my god. Anyways, quality is now, so we're gonna go with that. Let's go with Ali Yardimcher. See if we can find some decent side cameras for the track. But yes, in my opinion, one of the best tracks for racing in the Middle East. And currently, as we speak right now, is the scene of this year's technically second, but in reality really first proper endurance events of the motorsport calendar. 24 hours of Dubai going on right now. I'd recommend giving it a watch. I think there's about 70 cars involved and about 6 to 8 or 9 different classes, all racing throughout the day and throughout the night. As you can see as well, kind of a feature it has in a lot of areas that you don't really see on many of these purpose-built Arab tracks is some banking. Yes, this track does have a slight bit of banking on some of its corners, which really spices things up and makes for a lot of intriguing overtaking opportunities. So here we are in Ali's Supra. You can see there another little banked corner, helping your progression through that turn. And another banked corner here as well. Ali completely fucking the apex up, somewhat. But maybe that is the line, who knows. But yes, today we'll be seeing if anyone can actually really challenge Jack Olivier and Jens Batesma, or if they're going to keep up their run of, podium or front row lockouts and storm away with this championship for a 4th time in the row. Particularly Jack, who could be on to win a 4th championship. This is probably, I imagine, he'd want. But we're going to see if the rest of our drivers are in any place to stop that. So Ali here is going to be starting his lap in the Supra here at the Dubai Autodrome. So a long run down to the first corner. Dip down on the camber, hook the car in, down right, keep going down, and follow this largely flat out section of right hand and left hand corners. Slight lift there from Ali, just about clipping the apexes, followed by a quick left, missing that again, and then a quick right, following it all the way around. Another feature of this track is tightening radius corners. I'm not sure what's going on here, but is... Anyways, yeah, Ali with this lap, the biggest banking right there on this corner. But yeah, powering down what I do believe is actually the longer of the two straights on this track, down to a heavy braking zone and one of the few hairpins present on the track. Nice deep entry. Maybe the best line, getting a bit squirrely on exit. Quite a deep line into that corner as well. But round he still continues into this next corner. Nice little banking here, down to second or third, I do believe. And you want as good of an exit as you want here for this nice, long, sweeping section, leading up to one of the most, in my opinion, interesting corners of this whole track. And one where I believe today we will see many a dive bomb, hopefully. Ali getting the rear end lit up, and that, I imagine, will be what will ruin his lap if it wasn't ruined already. As he's going to come around the final corner, a little tricky one here to get right. You want to hook in and get as good of an exit as you can for the final back finish straight, and Ali is going to go through to set a not so respectable 2:09.5, and the lap times are shooting in right now. Josh Brooks with an amazing 2:06.857 in the panels. That is quite impressive. That is about almost a second up on what he was doing during quali. Josh Brooks, I don't know if it's Joshua, pulling something out of the bag to get quite an impressive lap right in at early doors here at Dubai Autodrome. Awesome stuff from him. Breath of times flying in, some invalidated, evidently. Some people still having not set laps yet, but Jack Olivier up at the top, 3/10 off of his practice best, which was a 2:06.1. Could we be on to see 2:05s here? Yeah, feeling the British bias. Come on, I've got to big my man up when he's doing good, you know? Especially in this shitbox of a car that he's driving. Close behind Josh, we've got Joao in Le Supra. Yes, that is a Supra. So we've got a nice little spread at the moment, I guess. You know, having a panels up in that top four is really nice for that diversity. Yes, Josh will murder me. Nice for the diversity. Seeing a lot of these a lot of the different cars we have up there in the higher points is always really nice. So you've got the Alpine there as well, which has shown itself so far to be quite strong on this circuit. Just gonna shut my window because I don't want people to hear me. Yep. Not many people have set times. Well, be that as it may, a 2:06.8. You know, even in practice when everyone had set laps, it's still a very good lap. So don't be saying nothing, Juan. It's a very, very solid lap to be in the 2:06s with this car. And as I say that, Pinky Quinn going through to just about pip Josh to the second spot on the grid with a 2:06.8 quality lap from the Alpine driver racing for Newt Racing. Let me get info. There you go. That look quite nice. Yeah, better not discredit my man Josh. SMH, how could you? Let's go on board with Philip Bauer here maybe for a lap, as he's actually going to cross the line to set what could be a very good lap, as Lumiata shoves him down to P8, whereas Philip Bauer he's going to go second with an awesome lap of a 2:06.468, just 200ths off of Jack Olivier. Awesome lap there from him. Josh Brooks now demoted to P5, which is to be expected. But regardless of that, Philip Bauer separating the powerhouse that is Jack and Jens at the top. He's going to go around for another lap, already losing a little bit on his delta, as can be seen in the bottom left. But nothing saying that can't be gained later in the lap. As you can see, that sort of tightening radius just unsettles the car a little bit. Very oversteery the Supra has been, I've been informed it is. He's already a 10th up on his lap. This is going to be really crucial to see if he can maintain these gains throughout the rest of this lap. Ah, that's killed it right there. Just a little bit of hesitation on that banking, and it can all be over. Yep, he realizes it too. That's a lap gone for him. Meanwhile, Jens Beetsma going through just setting a little while ago, a 2:06.5. Awesome lap from him, going P3. But the lap he's on currently, 1/10 up on his 1/10 up on the best of the session, although dropping 2.6 tenths in the second sector. Will he be able to pull back that 10th in the last sector? We shall see. Little squirming, just a little bit over this banking, maybe hemorrhaging time here. If his delta is correct, then he might not be through to set a quick lap, losing the rear end just a tiny bit. May not be enough. It will not be enough. It's a 2:07, not even enough for a personal improvement. We're still waiting for lap times from a fair amount of people at the moment. Charles Bertrand not actually even on track to be setting any laps at the moment. In the meantime, Jerd, I do believe, going through to beat Pingu Quinn to that 4th spot. Josh Brooks now in 6th, still looking pretty good. Teammate Ben Hayes still down all the way at the bottom. Maybe it was on an out lap, maybe invalidated the previous lap, but who knows. We'll see this boat of a car make its way around the track. Front engine moment. Antonio Rodolea, though, getting into the 2:06s, joining that group, which now is making up our top 7. Our top 10 actually separated or covered by just over a second currently. Although I am, awaiting some improvement in Ali Yardimsh's pace at the moment. Hopefully you can see him get into the 2:06 as he showed he was capable of doing in practice. Let's see if I can get live timings up as well. That might be quite useful. So Ali Yardimsh, better than his personal best, but certainly not the best in session in the second sector. Squirming a lot, trying not to lose the rear end of the car in that section. Around the final corner he goes. Is he going to be able to keep it together? Hopefully he will, as he's going to come across the line to go 10. Not much of an improvement from Ali. Meanwhile, as I was saying that, Jack Olivier setting a 2:05.9, the first driver to go into the 2:05s of anyone. And Jens Beetsma for a moment had that pole, but it got snatched back by a margin of about 5/10 from Jack, from Jens in that case. Went one way, then the other. Back and forth, ping pong. Turbo having an off seemingly here. But can the Alpines make any further inroads? Can Jerd and Pingu Quinn, with the great braking and great handling of this car, do anything to further penetrate that top 3 powerhouse of Supras? As I say that right now, João Vicente Guerra going through to split Jack Olivier and Jens, the second person to do that this session, going through to set a 2:06.3. Awesome lap from João in the Red Bull badged car. Good stuff from him. Further, I guess, expanding that group of 06 drivers. Alfie Bevan, the highest placed McLaren at the moment. Is that what is Charles doing? Is Charles gonna even race today? I'm gonna take that behavior, I guess, or whatever he's doing, as an indication that there has not been maybe not much practice. But we are waiting. Are you saying Nemanja? Yeah, Nemanja going through to go P8. Yeah. That expands the group to 9. So we've got. So Jack has just gone ahead and I don't know, made that group who were within 1 second a little bit different, I guess. But either way, a very, very tightly packed field up at the top, I do think, especially first corner, could present some surprises for us today. Turbo wiggling around on that main straight, or second main straight, I guess. But Alfie Bivan out in that McLaren, hopefully going to be trying to get something done, see if he can get that McLaren further up at the field. Whoa, yep, getting really wild with that oversteer on the exit of that corner right there. But I'm going to still be going around, seeing if he can improve on what he's already done at 2:07.5 currently, which is a very respectable time, but my god, these top guys have just been absolutely destroying the rest of the field at the moment with these amazing lap times. The progression here has been insane. And hello, Bromberfeld. Thank you for tuning in. But let's see. Josh Brooks actually in the meantime did go ahead and set himself a slightly better time, now quite close to his teammate Ben Hayes. Ben Hayes yet to set a lap, and I don't believe he'll be able to actually. That one might see Ben Hayes starting from the back of the grid. Very odd there. Could he be struggling with the car? Oh, I wonder. Yeah, Jack Olivier, as expected. Well, not really as expected, but, you know, evidently a class above the rest in this qualifying session as it comes to a close, topping the timesheets with that insane 2:05.9. Charles Spiening in the background. Let me see if I can change my filter. Maybe make it a little bit prettier. Whoa. I imagine this looks all good on the screen. Doing donuts during quality is the only Sigma male move. You are right about that, Charles. I mean, it's Charles. I'm going to qualify ahead of Charles Bertrand here. It seems. That is a very nice donut right there. That is a perfect circle. Look at that. That's actually a pretty neat screenshot, I gotta say. Wait, no, don't do that. As we hear, no, Charles, god damn it. But I must say, these grandstands are absolutely gigantic. The venue is really, really good. Like, it's, I mean, as it is expected with an oil-rich country, they don't cheap out on nothing. But man, this place has some really good facilities. I do wonder what all of this is for. Must be some massive sports area. Who the hell knows? You're right, Juan. Shanghai's are massive. But Dubai is also very chonky. Oh, my frames. Oh, my frames. Sorry, guys. T1 is going to be quite the test for my PC. I can't lie as we hear the fucking horns. Ali absolutely hotboxing the pit lane. It's quite the screenshot going on right here. Jesus. Charles is still going. This is appropriate. But anyways, In a moment, I'll be taking you through our grid for the day. He'll probably flat the tyres. Oh yeah, probably. Ian McDonald joining in with what I do believe is the best skin, or best car skin on this entire grid, the Greg's car. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I feel bad for you guys who haven't been able to ever be blessed by the presence of a Greg's. Mosquito gone? Where is Mosquito? Mosquito not here. Oh, he's here. He's back. Okie dokie. Well, here you go, guys. I hope that quali was somewhat enjoyable. I guess you could say the usual suspects up at the top. Shiny Waffles, I don't think. He did sell out. Alrighty. Fuck's sake. Here we go, everyone. Well, let's hope it actually goes to the race session, but we're about to have race 1 of 2 here at the Dubai Autodrome. I'll wait till they actually get on the grid to run you through our grid, but yeah. So I guess, I don't know, the spread seems to be better this time. I mean, we've got Pingu Quinn and Jerd in the Alpines, 5th and 6th. But again, I think the kind of core thing is that it just simply is the people that chose the Alpine are just some of our best drivers. I think regardless of what car they would be in, they would be up there. But either way, PC's going to kill itself doing this, but we're going to take you through the grid. So we have, starting on pole, Jack Olivier, followed by João Vicente Guerra, followed in 3rd position by Jens Bitsma, Philip Bauer in P4, Pingu Quinn in P5, Jerd in P6, Josh Brooks P7, Nemanja Popovic P8, Antonio Rodalea P9, Lomiata P10, Alfie Bevan P11, Ali Adamchip P12. A little bit surprising from him. Thought there was more pace in him, to be completely honest. Togo Patobo P13, Vivos P14, Shiny Waffles P15, Lucas Bushel P16, Pro DZ P17, Ian McDonald P18, G750 P19, Vessel Verhouden 20th, Mosquito 116, oh, just Mosquito, 21st, Ben Hayes 22nd, and Charles Bertrand 23rd to round off the grid. Let me see if I can get the 21st. Actually, that probably won't work too well. But we're about to go to the lights, ladies and gentlemen, to watch this race start here at the Dubai Autodrome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red lights. And away we go. All getting off to a pretty good start right here. Let's go further back at the start. Hold on, no, don't do that. Okay, never mind. We're going to have to go from the TV angles. Jack Olivier up ahead, but João Vicente Guerra with that inside line. Is he going to try anything on Jack Olivier? No, he's not able to do anything. But that is Jens Batesma behind, getting tapped by João. João going in through into second. Are we all clear further behind? Sound absolutely dying here. I'm very sorry about this. Oh, Antonio Rodalea getting a little bit of a wobble in the middle of the pack. That is Pingu Quinn going round. That is Jerd going round. That is a collision with Ali Adamcha. Ali Adamcha being sent off the track. Jerd as well involved. That is Shiny Waffles as well. That is Mosquito also involved. And I do believe we are going to have ourselves a safety car. The sound is awful. What is up with the sound for some reason? This track is great, like, as just an IRL track, but holy shit, can RT just, they're not able to make, like, seemingly just turn down my graphic settings. They're as low as they go, like, Fuji, like, there's not really going to be much of a difference between default and XE at this point. It's the same. It's just the same, at least on my screen. I don't know what it looks like for you guys. But at least for the sound thing as well, it's not really going to make much of a difference either. But we have ourselves quite a long lap. Let's just take in for a moment what's happened. So Jens has made his way up to P2. Philip Bauer and Joao Vicente Guerra have swapped positions. Pingu Quinn now up to P5, I do believe. Nemanja Popovic up into P6. Josh Brooks up into P7 now as well. Lil Miata up into P8. A lot of shuffling around. Antonio Rodaleo, I don't think moving much, but I think the biggest mover here, for some reason in an Audi, Purdy Z up into 12th after starting 18th on the grid, I do recall. Alfie Beerman also 10th now in the McLaren. A little bit of movement for him. Ian McDonald also making ground, but our biggest losers have been Ali Adamcha, Shiny Waffles, and most certainly Jerd and Vivos. And I do believe we are green again. Sorry, I was unaware of the restart zones for a moment. Jack Olivier leading the grid again into this next set of corners. Oh, Josh Brooks getting spun around just a little bit, but able to keep it going. Whole lot of cars all over the place for the time being. Jesus Christ, the sound. Evidently smoother for you guys. Yes, it is. Let's follow these main guys onto the main straight. They go. Something moving around in my timing as well, but Jack Olivier leads Jens Baatsma across the line after the first lap. Philip Bauer potentially looking for a move, maybe on Jens. No, he's not. He's going to tuck in right close behind. Josh Brooks still in P7, having to defend from those behind. Lil Miata getting very close in. Let's go for the onboard view. Getting very close in the Alpine, right behind Antonio Rodaleo, looking to pick up any pieces from this battle. But up ahead, Pingu Quinn. Oh, that is Joao Vicente Guerra making a move on Philip Bauer for P3. Philip Bauer shoved out wide onto the track, but Joao Guerra getting that P3 spot. Bauer looking to the outside, using that camber of the corner, going high, coming back down low. Has he left too much room for Pingu? No, Pingu in the meantime is getting harassed and overtaken by Nemanja Popovic. Pingu falls down to P6. Josh Brooks in the meantime about a second back from all this, just having to spectate for the time being. Antonio Rodaleo also a little bit further back behind, but Lil Miata able to seemingly overcome that Panos power. Pingu going very deep into this corner is certainly going to lose out to Nemanja here. Nemanja indeed getting the better exit for the time being, and Pingu having to hold on to P6, almost losing the rear end. That is going to give Josh hopefully a chance at getting back at Pingu Quinn. Gets the better exit too. That is up ahead. Joao going a little bit wide here, but still within about 7/10 of the man up ahead, Jens Baatsma. But Jack, in the meantime, being allowed to essentially run away with this one, maintain, clean laps, and keep that lead up ahead, sailing away gradually. I do wonder what the hell is up with the audio. But Ben Hayes already P10. After starting last place. Thank you, chat, for making me aware. There's just so much going on right now. But Ben Hayes, P10. Awesome stuff from the man from Britain. His teammate Josh Brooks up at P7. Looking pretty damn good for the team. Pingu Quinn actually up right ahead. We're going to spot that. Looking for a move on Nemanja Popovic. He has the inside. He's ahead at the corner as well. Nemanja's going to have to take the high road. But Pingu going out just a little bit wide, just tapping, bumping and barging with Nemanja Popovic. The sound issues really starting to annoy me now. What is this FOV? This is just the camera angles, bro. It's not my fault. I can go wider, I guess. This will help. A lot of different TV cams. I don't know what the hell which one to use, but behind we have some battle brewing. Lil Miata going for the move on Josh Brooks. Josh now down in P8. Antonio sliding up the inside, but again with this corner, if you're on the high line, it's like in Zandvoort. The outside is the place to make those overtakes, or to kind of try reclaim them at least. Lil Miata, Josh Brooks, slipstream battle, well, not slipstream battle, side by side down into the next heavy braking zone. Josh Brooks with the Panos power, that raw speed. Nemanja getting sent round, involved in some sort of incident, maybe with Pingu Quinn. But round he goes and sent down to P10. That's giving Ben Hayes another position and Josh Brooks another position in that respect, as Brody's goes very wide in that set of corners. Jerd and Vesselhausen having a battle right here, 3 wide, almost into this next set of corners. Charbertrand seeing what you can do here. The 2 Alpines ahead battling. It's actually someone beeping their horn as they go. But Jerd, Vessel, and Bertrand all very close into this next set. I think that might be G750 having the time of his life. But Lil Miata making it move on Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks, however, has the inside for this penultimate corner of the track. Lil Miata sliding wide. But following Josh Brooks nice and close to this next section. Next straight, actually. Oh, a little bit of wobble for Lil Miata coming there. But is he going to have the slipstream on Josh Brooks? I do believe he is tucked into that nice big hole there that Panos punching. And the slipstream is enough to overcome that top speed advantage. He has the inside, sends it down. Josh on the outside. Josh is actually going to be able to hold it here. The inside not paying off for Lil Miata, but Lil Miata with the switchback. Following Josh nice and close through this section. Slightly better cornering on the Alpine. That could benefit him in this next section here, and better braking too. Closing up on him, having to be careful not to hit him in the rear end. I hate this. What is up with the audio? This is so shit. CPU occupancy warning. Yeah, thanks a lot, game. I'm going to try to get Task Manager up, see if I can shut anything that just doesn't need to be open. I don't need Logitech Gaming Framework up. Just trying to shut various things at the moment. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, that might have actually improved FPS just a tiny bit, to be completely honest. Lil Miata's drifting through this set of corners. That might have actually improved it just a tiny bit. The audio isn't really fixed because these cars are shit, for audio at least. However, Josh Brooks now actually not that far off. Pingu Quinn right up ahead. Philip Bauer and Joao still pretty close to each other, but Joao has been letting the top 2 slowly get away with this race. Bauer going wide, cutting back on the inside. Joao getting a little bit crossed up on the exit. Bauer going to have the slightly better exit here, but he's just trying to keep that Supra under control. Bucking Bronco right here from Japan. No sound, no issues with the sound. Very true. I should put the FE sounds on, yeah. Maybe I'll actually do some shopping around and replace the sounds because this is indicated there's an issue with them. Vesselhausen, in the meantime, seemingly has come a cropper in this Alpine, spun around at the penultimate corner. There's a decent battle here in that kind of upper top 10. Josh Brooks still hanging on very well to that P6 spot, just behind Pingu Quinn and getting closer by the lap. So good stuff in the meantime from the team, really needing results more than anyone right now. Lil Miata not far behind, neither is Antonio Radulea behind this little battle here, and more battling, more cars very close together here as Nemanja and Ali nice and close to 2 teammates. Close, although not in the kind of position that either of them would want, outside of the top 10, fighting over what could be quite meager points in this race. However, a little slipstream battle going on here. We'll go on board with Nemanja, as both of them following the McLaren of Alfie Bivan. Seemingly Ali sacrificing himself for Nemanja to be able to make that move, probably believing that Nemanja does have the better pace, which he currently has demonstrated himself to have. Ali, in the meantime, holding it up for Brody Z behind. Oh, Brody Z again going very, very wide in that corner. A little bit wider than you'd want, perhaps. But driving nonetheless. Lil Miata, however, side by side with Josh Brooks. Antonio very close behind. Josh Brooks still with the inside into this next section, though. Comes across the outside. Antonio sending it up there. those are the dive bombs I said we'd see, but not paying off. Lil Miata and Josh staying ahead. However, is Antonio going to get the inside line? Yes, he is. Miata falls down to P8 for the time being, both of them going wide. Josh Brooks ahead, being allowed a little bit of breathing room from Lil Miata for the meantime. But Miata not done yet with Rodalea in his Supra up ahead. Going to get that slipstream. Already moving out of the slipstream with a better exit on the main straight. And slowly shifting past Rodalea into the first corner. He goes. However, we have seen the outside to be quite powerful. Antonio holds it, but I don't know if that will give him the better exit, potentially. A lot of overspeed for Rodalea in this section. He's still so close to the back of Lil Miata. It can get real sketchy in this section. Such high-speed corners and such heavy, precise braking needed. Playing with the throttle here just to see if he can jab that car and get that slightly better exit to Miata, but not able to make it work. Lil Miata holds onto that position and all is as it was before. Meanwhile, up ahead, things have relatively stabilized, to be completely honest. Philip Bauer, P4 behind Joao Guerra. Raul Dolea. Is it Raul Dolea? I don't know. Sorry, Alex. You'll have to come in at some point and give me some Romanian lessons, because I don't want to be getting this man's name wrong too many times. A lot of movement going on around here. Oh my goodness, a whole lot of action happening that I've been missing out on. But Nemanja Popovic close behind Alfie Bevan. These two still battling from 1 lap ago. Oh, that is Jordan Ali bumping and barging in this section. Ali's going to have the inside, sends it, keeping Jerd on that outside line, not able to give him the switchback. But Jerd is going to follow Ali still on this long, nice sweeping section into the next braking zone. However, Nemanja and Alfie Bevan side by side into it, touching, just bumping. Alfie having the inside though. Nemanja going wide, cutting back for that better exit. Is he going to close up to Alfie? Only very slightly. Alfie still having the better line out of the corner and staying ahead of Nemanja still for the time being. Jack Olivier, however, currently setting the fastest lap. Joao, in the meantime, though, slightly faster than Jens on that lap. However, with 1 minute left, I didn't even realize how quickly this is all gone. It probably won't be enough to only be making up that much ground. He would need to pray for some sort of mistake from the guys ahead. Josh Brooks, in the meantime, P6 ahead of Lil Miata, Rodalea, who've had themselves a nice little battle right here. Jerd and Ali not done with each other just yet. Side by side they go, but that is Ali ahead of Jerd into 12th place into this next section. Will the supreme handling of the Alpine be enough to get past that grunt of the Supra in this section? Jerd still holding really nice and close to Yardenshire. You're going to look for an opening, something to get through. But for now... Okay. But for now, not going to be able to make anything work. Following him still nice and close in this bowl-like section. Four-way battle of P12, you're right about that, dude. It's kind of calmed down just a little bit. It's kind of developed into 2 battles. Nemanja shooting for the inside, going incredibly deep, very, very deep, going way off the track, and giving Alfie Bevan some breathing room at this point. However, the battle I want to get back to is this one. Still, these 3, Josh Brooks, Miata, and Rodalea, all in battle. Ben Hayes actually getting on the back of this gradually in P9. We'll see if on this final lap he'll be within striking distance to make up some ground, make up some positions. Rodalea drifting into that corner, little Miata drifting out of it. But Miata closing that gap nicely to Josh Brooks, getting closer and closer. He's right behind him. Is he going to look for a move into the straight? No, he's not. He's going to prioritize the exit, rightfully so. Oh, a little bit of a punt there, just in the rear of Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks very slow out of that corner, but drag race down to the first corner. Let's have a look from the side view at these 2 cars side by side. Actually, the Alpine a little bit faster than the Panos. Maybe it's that punt, Josh losing some of that top speed, but Brooks maintaining P6 again, still somehow hanging on through all these laps. Radulea having a little go at Miata, but just getting cut off right there. Miata, though, having a go on Josh. This three-way battle has been fascinating to watch. Is it going to end in tears? I do hope not. Radulea slightly wider in that little section. Is he going to go for some inside move on Lil Miata? Yes, he is, but it's not able to work. Lil Miata, however, going wide a little bit, giving Radulea the move, or the what am I talking about? The outside. So close. All of these guys. Will Josh Brooks' exit allow him to maintain that position? I do wonder. But Radulea in the meantime, right on the back of Miata. It's the final lap. This is the time when any last gasp moves need to be made. Lil Miata shifts to the inside. Radulea right across the track. He's going to have to give back some positions there, I do believe. Lil Miata and Josh Brooks taking back their respective positions. Josh going a little bit wide in that next section. It is all so close here for P6 in this race. Ben Hayes right here ready to pick up any of the pieces if anything goes amiss. But Miata right on the rear end of Josh Brooks, going from side to side, trying to find some opening, trying to find some way to get through, squeeze to the inside. Miata has the inside of this corner, but that's not always enough. Josh round the outside, loses out. Is he gonna lose out 2 positions? No, he's just gonna be able to stay ahead of Radulea. But it looks like Lil Miata, at the last possible chance, has managed to get through into P6 to claim that position. Ben Hayes, in the meantime, trying to make a move on Radulea into the final corners, but not gonna happen. He comes home to finish 9th, but Lil Miata's 6th after an awesome battle between these guys. In the meanwhile, Jack Olivier takes the win quite comfortably ahead of his teammate Jens Bitsma, a 1-2 for the Luck Brothers. Joao Guerra taking a very well-deserved P3 in that race. Very good performance from him. Philip Bauer in P4, Pingu Quinn in P5. Not a bad result from him. Oh god, my voice. Lil Miata right after in P6, Josh Brooks P7, Radulea P8, Ben Hayes P9. Very amazing performance from him to come back from 23rd on the grid. Alfie drifting around like a madman, very good to see. Bivan having another, also a pretty decent performance, holding on to P10 in that McLaren, which I have heard is a bit of a bitch to set up and get performance out of, despite being potentially one of the strongest cars. Ben with the drifting, everyone's drifting around. Calling it Av. I was going to think Ali was drifting, but no. There you go. Popovic P11, Ali Armstrong P12. It seems like an 11-12. It's the 1-2 plus 10 for the Polaris Motorsport drivers. Jerd very, very close behind right there, finishing P13. Turbo P14. Prodizzy P15. Charbatron P16. Nice recovery from him from the back of the grid. G750 P17. Ian McDonald P18. Lucas Boyschel P19. Shiny Waffles P20. Vessel Verhouden P21. Mosquito 22nd. And Vivos 23rd. Really unfortunate for Vivos after what was a pretty decent starting position for him. Why does the panels drift that well? I do not know. The panels should not be drifting that well. It's a fucking beast of a car. But in a moment, we're going to see what our reverse grid is going to look like. Damn, that's a big ass building. Whoa. Whoa. Yes, it is a bolt. Lucas has rejoined the server. We just saw inside Jack's brain. Oh, look, it's Jack Olivier. Wait, it blinks? No. That is so weird. That is so weird. I don't like that at all. Ooh, that is so weird. Oh my god, that is not good at all. Anyways, with that in mind, that horrifying image, we're gonna take you through our grid, and who other than Pro GC on the front row, in the fucking Audi, making up that front row. Okay, let's take you through it. So Prodigy P1, Dogobatobo P2, Jared P3, Aliancha P4, Nemanja Popovic P5, Alfie Bivan P6, Ben Hayes P7, Antonio Rodalea P8, Josh Brooks P9, Lil Miata P10, Pinga Quinn P11, Philip Bauer P12, Joao Vicente Guerra P13, Jens Beetsma P14, Jacques Olivier P15. I hate it. G750 P16, Ian McDonald P17, Lucas Boyschel P18, Shiny Waffles P19, Vessel Vouden P20, Mosquito P21, and Vivos P22. Someone has left us, it seems. So let's take it from the top, everyone, again. Here with race 2 here at the Dubai Autodrome in AF3. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4, 5, and 6. All red. And out they go, and away we go. Prodigy with a decent start, seemingly Togo with not as good of a start, already under pressure from Ali Adamcha right behind. Everyone's still with their goddamn horns. Down they go into the first corner. Let's watch them as they all come through. All looking pretty clean. Someone taking a face of action on the outside right there. But through they all go. We're going to go with Prodigy for this first little section, or are we? There's so much going on right behind. All the cars filing through in a nice big order. Jens has almost dropped a position. Jag Olivier gaining one in the meantime. Josh Brooks and Lil Miata again inseparable seemingly on this opening lap. For the time being, a little bit of movement up ahead. Ali Ardenshaw falling down the order. Everyone having to take evasive action. Everyone going off track. For the time being, is that a virtual safety car? That is a virtual safety car for some reason. I didn't see anything crazy going on there. I don't know about y'all, but y'all? I don't know, you guys. But virtual safety car has been called. Very confusing for a moment. Maybe the call wasn't done correctly or something or other. I do not know. But there we go. Not an awful lot has changed so far. Jared, however, making it up into P2, which is pretty good from him. Ali Ardenshaw falling down the order a fair bit, though not really his race weekend. I swear to God, GeForce Experience, I do not care about your game-ready drivers. These are game-ready drivers right here. These are very ready drivers. They're all very cool. So we may be about to get underway again here with our main man, ProDZ. Ooh. I don't think we've restarted just yet. But look at that, we've got Studio Server Day, Studio Server Day. Hold on, let me find another one. Ah, nothing on that one. Studio Server Day. Studio Server Day. They're all everywhere, I'm everywhere, guys. Sponsorship, yes. But we are about to go, hopefully, underway, finally. Prodigy seemingly going quite fast, I think, for a safety car restart. Togo Patobo sending it. Oh my goodness, some people have been left behind. Did Jerd just not anticipate that at all? Very interesting right there, but Togo Patobo up into first. So many people caught napping in that instance. That is crazy. There's been quite the mix-up right now. Prodigy trying to grapple with what's just occurred. Togo Patobo running away with it right now. Ben Hayes, Josh Brooks also making up ground at the moment. See those two BMW logos? Those are Panos making their way through, up through the field. Jack Olivier and Jens Bateman still in the further lower end of the field. Everyone just jockeying for position, trying to get round after this restart. Into this next rounded corner they go. Brody Z getting absolutely swamped by the Horde. So many cars now going down into this next section. We're going to ride on board with someone in the back of it and see what unfolds in front from the perspective of Guerra. The two river racing cars right behind one another. Are they going to make it for the braking? Some very late braking going on here. Josh Brooks just muscling Alfie Bivan out wide. Who is that getting involved? Is that Ali Adam? Should know that is Jerd on the inside of that corner, now becoming the outside. An absolute roadblock of cars on this section of the track. This is crazy stuff right now. Insane. Jack Olivier right at the back of this little bunch right here. How on earth can you negotiate this? We're almost 3 wide coming out of the corner. Are we going to see 4 wide right here? So many cars in tight spaces right here. Josh Brooks is in P5 currently. Alfie Bevan P6 right behind. This could end quite badly in this next section. All the cars flying into that section. That is Jerd sliding off the track in the background. Ali Arbiter flying off as well. Jack Olivier's made it up to P10. Jerd is just out of here. He's not having one bit of that. Alfie Bivan around that outside on Josh Brooks. He's currently in P5. Josh Brooks has the inside though. Alfie Bivan might have the better run onto the straight, however. And that's Jack Olivier skying up through the field, already in P7. 3 abreast, 3 in a row we're going into this first corner. Let's go on board again. Jack Olivier getting seemingly swamped a little bit by more Supras around him. Antonio, not really on right there. A little bit of a tap on the rear end of Jack Olivier into the first corner. Not even able to make a move either, but this is some incredible battling, awesome racing right here in AF3 Race 2 at Dubai Autodrome. Oh, Brody Z coming so close to the back of his car, so close to hitting it. But Josh Brooks pulling ahead a little bit. Alfie Bivan getting overtaken by Jack Olivier Joao, looking for some room to get past the McLaren as well. Looks to the inside, but that might not be the better run as the car on board with Radalea getting involved in all of this as well. Joao actually losing out from that in the end, and that I do believe is a wild Ben Hayes moving around up ahead. Josh Brooks flying down this straight. That is Togo Patoba going for a move on Ben with the Supra's better handling, better braking, able to make the move stick. This is exactly what Josh and Ben do not want. They want to get ahead. They want to get out of this firing line of Jack Olivier for the moment. Jens still further down in P11. The 2 race winners, or the P1 and 2 position drivers from last race, at different stages of climbing back up through the field. Ben Hayes right behind Jack Olivier, not getting as good of an exit probably as the Supra in this case. Is he going to try go for some sort of move? Goes deep, goes wide. Oh, a little bit of a tap there almost. Jack Olivier and Josh Brooks. Jack following Josh nice and patiently through this section. In the rearview mirrors we have Alfie Bivan followed by 2 of the Red Bull badged Supras in the meantime. Josh getting really held up here by Togo Patobo. Let's go on board with him, see what that panel's power can really do when it needs it most. Togo Patobo a good few seconds off of Lil Miata and Nemanja Popovic, the 2 of them able to get out ahead of the rest of the field. Josh going quite deep into the first corner, holding up Jack. Jack just tapping Josh in the rear after getting cut off. But Josh still following the Supra of Togo quite well. This is a panel sandwich, and Josh is in P4 in the middle of it. Meanwhile, up ahead, we've got the 2 leaders. Nemanja Popovic has somehow made his way up into first place. Miata still second, holding on very well right here. This could be an amazing result for him. P6 in race 1, and holding on to P2 in race 2 for the time being. But this group, absolutely nothing between them at this very moment in time. Ben Hayes P7 with the better exit on the outside. The 2 Paynoses sandwiching Jack Olivier now. This could get very, very messy. Jack following Josh so closely behind, but Ben also very close behind. Are they going to trip over each other? Are they going to give Jack this position almost for free, it seems? Josh switching back, however. However, this does give Jack the inside line for the next corner. Jack and Josh very, very close to one another. Ben Hayes coming back through. This is so close between them, the two River Racing drivers trying not to trip up over each other as they make this defense of Jack Olivier work. Are they going to have the run out of the corner? Is this going to be the move done from Olivier? Josh with that panel's power, really trying to tuck into that slipstream of Jack. He's closing in on him. He's getting a bump draft, I do believe, from Ben Hayes behind. Josh looks to the inside of Jack. Not able to make it work. Jack going out a little bit wider though, Josh cutting in. But meanwhile, Ben's sacrifice has come at a cost. That is Antonio Radulea and Alfie Bivan very close behind. Josh still looking to get back at Jack for that P4 spot. Jack getting a little bit crossed up going into the last corner. Is Josh's top speed gonna draw dividends? Jeez, this is such a good race so far. Jack Olivier pulling away. Look behind though. This massive slipstreaming battle, 4 in a row, all locked up behind Ben Hayes. Into the first corner they go, 2 by 2. This is beautiful stuff from all the drivers involved right here. Oh my god, it's so close. It's too close to corner. Up at the front, meanwhile, the Manya and Miata. So close. Miata's taking the lead of Popovic. I've missed out all of this. There's just too much going on in this race too right now. Jack Olivier still held up in that 4th place position. Josh Brooks still not done with him yet. And Jack could be yet to be held up by Togo Potobo up ahead. Could there be the chance for a river podium? Or will Jack be able to make his way up through the field still and take some of those top spots again in race 2? As the rest of this massive, massive group all fly through behind. Jens and P11 trying to make a move on Ali. Someone with that horn still going past. Jens is indeed in that group. He's to the outside of all these drivers. This is getting real sticky up here. Alfie Bevan, it takes out Radulea. Ali cutting the corner in a massive, massive way. That is Ben Hayes sitting in the middle of the corner. What has happened there? Oh my goodness, there's so many cars in a tight spot. Pingu on the outside of these 3 right here. Up into P10, I do believe he almost got cut off by Radulea, but he's going to be ahead. Pingu moves up into P9 actually. Sorry, my bad. Radulea people just aren't done with him yet. Still getting punted from all sides. But Jack catching up to Togwa. Is Togwa going to put up a good defense? Ooh, a little bit of a punt there in the back of the Social Credit Racing car. That's going to be what Josh Brooks wants. He wants Jack to get held up, and already Jack is losing those crucial tenths that he needs to maintain that position ahead of Josh. Into this final corner, Jack goes for a lunge, but it doesn't pay off. Josh has given the run onto the Supra. Got a little bit of a slipstream train going on right here. Jack tucked in behind Togo. Togo going to be the sacrificial lamb here. Josh is getting so close to the back of Jack. Togo on the inside line though. Is he going to hold Jack? They're gonna touch. Togo gets all out of shape, but that gives Josh the inside line for this next set. Is he going to get ahead of Jack? He has the inside still. He just has to tuck in behind Jack. Olivier is still absolutely confounded with the performance of Togo Potobo with some amazing defensive driving right here. Wants that podium position and he's not going to let it go that easily. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Josh with the better exit now on Jack. He's just holding that inside. He's just hoping Jack doesn't cut him off, but Jack just able to close off that inside line. But Josh going to follow Olivier through this next section. Togwa slowly losing out, but Josh with that panel speed slowly gaining. 2 minutes left of this race. It could be all over for any chance of a win or a, who knows, maybe even podium will be out of the question for Jack if Josh and Togo are able to keep up such an amazing defense of those positions. Jack with the better exit than Josh though. Togo taking the reins now on this attack on Jack, trying not to let him get past, but it does seem Jack has become free of the two of them. Little bit, getting that rear a little bit shaky on the exit. That is Jack through though, into P3, 7 seconds behind the leading pair. Miata still leading ahead of Popovic. Their battle must be something crazy, but all of this behind has just been what I wanted to keep my eyes on. Ben Hayes trying to recover positions after just something awful befalling him earlier in the race. Togo and Josh have let go of Jack. Jack is now free to go ahead and potentially see if he can get anywhere near to those top two as they continue their battle. But Josh going to still want to look for that key fourth place. Togwa, a very reasonable target for him at the moment. He's got the better pace. Togwa went wide in that last section. Side by side they go now into the first corner. Josh Brooks just on the inside line, just shifting a little bit ahead of Togo Patobo. Into that first corner he goes. He has the line and he has fourth place. He's maintained it and he's got it. Togo now going to be under a little bit of pressure from Joao behind. Joao coming back from, I do believe, about P12 or P13 to now be in P5. Very good reverse grid performance from him so far. But it's not safe waters for Josh just yet. He does have to hold off Togo. This panels does have its weaknesses and its strengths in various parts of the lap, and it's important for him to make sure those weaknesses don't shine through. He's going to let the two of them battle behind him for the moment, as that is Rodalea and Pingu battling. Pingu getting knocked by someone, and all that is Shape getting overtaken by not only Ali Ardenship but Ben Hayes. That was very risky right there. Not really what you want to see. Almost cutting off Ben and could have resulted in a rather large collision, sliding into this next corner with that supreme braking and handling of the Alpine. Very strong-handed driving from Pingu Quinn right here, just trying to hold off Ben Hayes for the time being. Darting left and right, trying to make something work. Ben going to have the better exit though out of this next corner. Let's watch from his perspective. Panels with that power advantage, hounding this group of drivers at the front of it. Prodigy still maintaining P8 after starting on pole and getting involved in a lot of various incidents. Ben Hayes losing out there ultimately, but this group of four is just inseparable. Pingu around the outside of Rodalea, moves up to P10. Joao and Jens battling in this final section. Jens with the outside line, tucks in just ahead of Joao Vicente Guerra. This lead battle is still so close. Lil Miata just up ahead of Nemanja Popovic. I want to follow this just for a little bit, give it some limelight. These guys must have been battling intensely for the whole period of the race. Lil Miata just seemingly just lacking speed in this section, but the handling is there. Oh, is he going to go for a move? That is Popovic making a move on the final lap here. Up the inside, Miata has to tuck in just behind. This is going to go down to the wire. Miata up the inside of this next long left-hander. But it might be Nemanja with the run. The outside is powerful here, and he does have that higher speed on Lil Miata. Look at that, the Alpine in the mirrors, just in the slipstream, trying to hold on. Jens in the meantime making moves up through the field. There is too much to keep my eyes on, but this is the battle for the lead. This is what we care about. This is what we need to see. I think it's tyres. Yes, Juan, it is maybe tyres for Lil Miata. These cars can get quite worn. Popovic may be able to make it through after that hairpin. Lil Miata, better line here, going for a switchback. He is so close to the back of Nemanja Popovic. Goes to the outside. Can he hold it the whole way round? Is he? No, he's not. He's not going to be able to hold it, but he's just going to tuck in behind Nemanja again. This keeps on going. Nothing between these two. Into the final set of corners they go. Lil Miata putting his nose up on the inside, and he's through. He's through. He just needs to hold on in this last set. Popovic swings out wide. He knows he'll get the better exit here. Lil Miata getting the car a little bit shaky. Is he going to be able to hang on in this last corner? It is going to go down to the last corner here. Nemanja may have just lost it right there with that slide out to the side. Miata holds it. And that is Lil Miata who is going to come across the line to win here in race 2 at the Dubai Autodrome. Incredible finish for him. Awesome performance in the last lap from those two. That is what I want to see from a race finish. Josh Brooks coming across the line P4, just behind Jack Olivier in P3. Jens finishing in P5. Togo Batoba P6. Joao Guerra P7. Philip Bauer P8. Ali Armcha P9, and a whole host of cars all coming across. Some incredible racing here today. Jack is upside down. Don't know what the hell happened there. Oh my goodness. Oh, Miata with the race win. I need to figure out if that's his first, but oh my god, what a way to do it. Insane stuff from Miata, absolutely making the absolute most of the reverse grid. I mean, he started P9, I do believe. From P9, Miata has been able to come through to take the win. Incredible performance from him. Awesome, awesome stuff. Jens and Jack also managing to make their way up through the field very well, and Josh Brooks as well, coming back up through the field to finish P4. More unfortunate hour for Ben Hayes, P14, many times where it seemed his sacrifice was very key to Josh Brooks getting through. That is what teamwork can be, and it has certainly paid off for one half of the River Racing crew. Let us go now, however, to the interviews. I will leave the game and I will get Lomiata in. Hopefully he's still around. I want to talk to that man because what a way to go about winning this race. Let's get him in here. Hold on. Hello, Lomiata. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, dude. Amazing job on the race win. Well done. That was
Thank you. Oh my
incredible.
god.
You don't know
What a race.
you don't know how
The
awesome it
battle with
was.
pneumonia. Holy shit.
Go through it, man. Tell me about it. You guys were on it for the whole race. Tell me about it.
Well, first lap crash happened, so I was P4, and then I overtook two guys. I was behind pneumonia, and after that we were battling like the whole race,
Yeah.
changing positions and stuff. So
I,
yeah, very tough race, but yeah.
you
Uh,
sound to be breathing quite quickly, man. It must have really been something. I mean, yeah,
oh
just
yeah, so yeah. Oh my god.
that
Miata, let's fucking go!
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you. Yeah.
awesome, awesome stuff. Especially you managed to get him Nemanja when it all seemed lost. You managed to get Nemanja back. You placed your
Yeah.
car perfectly, and you're able to make those moves stick. So awesome job there. Be happy with your first win, man.
Yeah,
Really, really,
thank you.
really
Yeah,
good
last
stuff.
lap was amazing. Last
Y-
lap was amazing.
It really was,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, I'll let you go
Oh,
rest. Thank you for that. Awesome stuff from you. I mean, there was so much going on behind that I didn't actually manage to focus on you guys for the race. But then
oh.
I come back at the right time, and you guys just yeah, awesome shit.
Race one was good too. So
Yeah, you got P6, I do believe, right?
yeah, G6 with a
That's
great battle with Josh also. So
there you
oh
go.
yes,
One of the best
yeah,
races, huh?
yeah,
Awesome,
yeah.
awesome. All right,
Thank you,
man. I'll send you back. You get your rest, and have a good one, dude.
thank you.
Yep. All right, let me get Jack in here because he indeed won race one. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
Oh, you right there, man?
Yeah, I'm all right.
So, sorry I pulled you in. But congrats on the race one win. I mean, that one seemed pretty controlled. You had it from the start and you ran away with it. But I mean, how were both races overall? Did you find race two more enjoyable? How was that?
Well, yeah, race one was just about like controlling pace, I guess, because I managed to keep P1 at the start. So then it's just a game of managing the gap. And I was slightly faster than Jens, maybe on average. So yeah, I just needed to don't make any mistakes. So we got a good result in race one with Jens being P2. Then race two was a lot more eventful, more fun. I definitely saw some very strong defending from some people.
Yeah, indeed, there was some very strong-handed defending from certain individuals. But there you go.
So yeah, race two was fun because like that's what AF3 is about. It's not about who's the fastest on pace. It's about who can like go through the field as best as can. And yeah, it was fun. I lost a lot of time on when I came up to Josh and Toga. Josh because he has the panels and it's very hard to get past it,
Yeah,
especially in the straights and stuff. But
that
had a good battle with him, which was fun.
that
Then with
was an
Toga as
awesome
well.
battle. Yeah.
Then yeah, it was just too far to manage to catch up P1 and P2.
Yeah, they got so far away with all that battling behind them
Yeah.
that Miata ended up getting the win. But yeah, still really strong performance, finishing P1 and then P3 was it in
Three.
the end? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
P3.
But it's that battling that counts. It was that awesome battle between you, Toga, and Josh that kind of, at least in my eyes, kind of makes that worthwhile, you know. So
Yeah, well, I think I definitely like created the result on the start because I managed to overtake a lot of people very quickly. So then it was just picking people like one by one in every lap. So yeah, I had a strong start, which always puts you good for a race 2 in AF3.
It does indeed. It does indeed. But yeah, good stuff, man. I believe that should just have you quite safely still at the lead of the championship. So
Well, no, I don't, because I got penalized last race. So Jens is in the lead of the championship actually.
oh, it's him in the lead, isn't it? And
Yeah.
actually, oh no, yeah, he will be. Yeah, after this race as well,
Yeah, I probably
because
still will be. Yeah.
potentially they'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out. It'll be very close for sure.
Well, at least the team is number 1 in the standings, which is
That
what
is
we're
true.
aiming for.
Yeah.
So that's the important part.
Indeed so. Yeah. All right. Keep up the good stuff, man. Still amazing results. So
Thank you.
yeah, and glad you're enjoying AF3 as well. That's what's the most
Yeah, very
important.
much. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. All right, I'll send you back, man. Thanks. Alrighty, who else could I potentially get in here? I'm gonna ask Nemanja in here because he had a very eventful race. Hi Nemanja, you right there?
Hello.
Got you in for an interview. I didn't catch most of it, but race 2 seemed to be a non-stop battle. How was that? You and Miata on the last lap as well. So close, but so far. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was so exciting. I was on my nerves, literally, the last lap. I was trying to defend so hard, but Miata managed to get a move on. I think that if I defended the inside there at that corner, then the finish would be questionable who would win.
Mm.
But since I gave the space to little Miata, he won it. Congrats, Miata. Yeah.
But that was really good to watch. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, it was fun to race too.
So the races as a whole, I mean, race 1, where did you? I can't recall where you finished in that, but I think you've got yourself a really strong result, right?
Nah.
Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
I finished P11.
I see.
And the reason why is that downshifted into the hairpin one gear too much.
Oh, so that's how you got there. I was
Yeah,
wondering.
that's how it spun.
I was thinking, what on earth happened there? There's just Nemanja sitting in the middle of the track.
Yeah, I tried to throw the engine brake,
Hmm.
like I was just punching the shifter, and no, it just skipped the gear.
Oh,
It
yeah.
went straight from fourth to third to second.
And that just sends the car right round.
Yep.
Oh man, but still, a P2 finish, a podium is always something great to see. So
Yeah, also
awesome.
fun battle.
Very fun battle and very good to watch. Definitely watch that back on the stream because it was quite
Yeah, I will.
exciting. But yeah, man, awesome to hear that, and I'm glad you're enjoying AF3.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I'll send you back now.
Yeah, see ya.
And the last person I want to talk to is Josh Brooks. Hello, Josh. Sorry if I interrupted anything.
That's okay. Yeah, I hate it in there right now.
Oh dear. Well, glad I brought you here then. Race 2, you have me captivated. You, Togwa, Jack, awesome battle right there. Talk me through it. How was that for you?
Yeah, Toggle got in the way. Toggle was helpful to hold Jack up enough for me to stay in there, and I kept getting past Jack. I thought, yes, I've been actually competitive. And then Jack gets past Togwa, and now Togwa's parked it on the inside of the corner. I can't get past. I'm like, move!
Yep.
Full on park the bus, but man, that was fun.
It did look quite. It looked so frustrating. I could see, but I was like, "Come on, guys, you guys can team up and get him." But no, you guys sort of tripped over.
Yeah, I was trying not to say that because that would be like inter-team orders, which are illegal.
That makes sense.
So I was trying to just I'm in my mind doing like Jedi mind tricks, saying, Togwa, please,
move,
help!
Oh my god, it was tantalizing in the worst way, but it was still a really strong performance. I think that's P5 and a P4 in the end for you.
P7 and P4.
It's very good in the end, but I think, although I think in some cases Ben Hayes sort of sacrificed himself to allow you to be able to get some of those positions. He was an absolute champ.
Penn put on a stunning performance.
He really did. Amazing defense from him, all over the shop. But genuinely awesome to watch. What do you think of that race at AF3? I mean, both
the fallout
races
has not been great.
I've gathered. Yeah, there hasn't been a great result maybe for everyone. I don't know. Yeah. But would you say the actual battling, the cars, at least the track, was that good though? Because from my perspective, from watching all that, that was some crazy racing, despite some interesting occurrences.
Oh yeah, that safety at VSC restart in race 2 was insane.
Yeah, well, what happened?
I was
Some
like
people were caught
7
napping.
cars. I don't know. No, yes. Mythic called called the green flag. Some people didn't hear it, including I think Pro DZ. Maybe somebody didn't hear it because I passed someone that was going really slowly on the front straight, and some people were still in corners, so they were mad. Guess who?
Yeah.
And then Toa came out of nowhere, just like through a fire and flames. Just
Towa just
on the stream.
Mosesed it. He just came through the
Yeah.
whole. I think.
Toa looked
Yeah.
like he was playing through a fire and flames inside that cop.
Yeah, it was.
It was a proper amazing first lap of VSC restart, and I think it was 7 or 8 cars involved in that, and I was just sort of squeezing through the lot, and I think I made like up to 6 places.
Yeah, it was
places.
beautiful watching. In that, just throughout that race, there was just constant battling. I actually didn't. There was a lead battle the whole way through the race. I didn't even watch it until the last 2 laps. At which point, I watched the battle go down to the final 2 corners, and Lomiata just clinched it from Nemanja. Awesome stuff. I definitely recommend watching the stream. But
yeah, I think the drivers of this league are going to come out of this saying it's that people don't know how to drive. It's not fun or whatever. But no, it's amazing. The battles are amazing. Okay, yes, sure, some people don't know how to drive at the minute, but that happens at the start of every single season. After the first 2 rounds, it all calms down for round 3. And Tokyo wasn't even that bad.
I would say so. Yeah, there was some definite, very, very questionable. I mean, not awful. I must have missed a few of them, but I do believe it was. I think it was partially the restart that didn't get things off greatly.
Cut the hairpin because he missed his braking zone and
I
full on
noticed.
killed someone.
I noticed him cutting. I
So-
didn't see the killing, but I don't doubt that. That sounds nasty. Yeah.
But I got out unscathed somehow.
Somehow, for once, it seems that you always get caught up in these things.
And to anyone considering leaving AF3 for whatever reason, stick with it. Honestly, it gets better.
Give it a chance.
Yeah, give it a chance.
Because
the first 2 rounds are always a bit wobbly.
It was hectic
because of it's a new car. People don't quite know how to drive. We've done 4 races now with this car. Maggiore, the long one, will be better.
It very well could be much wider track there than some areas of this one, but either way, yeah, good stuff going forward, and a just really spicy battling across the field.
It was a very split opinion in many ways about the Dubai track as well. It was like, we really like this track, but you can't overtake, or I hate this track.
Well, that's Toa most of
There was a lot of overtaking.
I think he will have a different opinion now after his battles.
There was a lot of battling. Race 2 was like groups of 4 or 5 all going into it. You know, when it was you, Jack, and Toga as well. That was a really awesome thing to watch.
That is the most I've raced with Jack like together for a long time.
Yeah, and even like, you know, into the first corner and all that, just awesome 3-way stuff. So yeah, I think that just about sort of does it. It's definitely yeah. So for the stream, I guess anyone who's still around, be sure to be here for next week's race, which, if I remember correctly, I can't remember if you just said it, but it's going to be at Lago Maggiore, or Autodrome Lago Maggiore. So a track from Gran Turismo Sport, awesome for racing, proper good track, should provide some awesome battling.
Death chicane included.
There is a very lovely death chicane.
No, there isn't. That's a different track.
Oh, no, you're right.
That's Dragon Trail.
There are chicanes.
We're not that stupid.
Although there is the incredible. There is the
yeah.
massive drop leading to a massive. It's a roller coaster track. Essentially,
I feel like it's almost impossible to brake too late for that corner unless you just brake too late for it. Like either way, yeah. It's so heavily banked. It's gonna be all right.
But there you go. All right, so definitely be sure to tune into that. This weekend as well, we've got a whole lot going on. We've got AF4 coming up tomorrow, followed by AFX, and then we have AF1 on the Sunday. And also a pretty good weekly combo of the RSS F3 at Suzuka. So if anyone's around, do be sure to join that, and be sure to tune into the races. And that
AF is really good right now.
I would say it certainly is. It's been genuinely really, really good. The season opener for AFX should be awesome. Throwback to this time last year, Porsche Cups.
Cannot wait to stream that.
Yep, should
I
be
cannot
awesome.
wait to die in turn 1. See
Me
some
too.
racing with...
But there you go. Let's hope we've evolved since then. But either way, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you again very, very